The wedding dress. Rebecca was out strolling through various antique shops, just perusing for old and unique items, when she came upon a white, lacy wedding dress. She stood there gazing upon its simple beauty. She felt it was tugging at her. She shrugged off the feel, and with one last look, she turned to walk away. But there was the store owner, a lady in her mid-50s or so, standing right in front of her. It gave her a startle, as she was not expecting anyone to be standing next to her all of a sudden. "Do you like it?" asked the store owner, nodding towards the dress. Rebecca turned to look at it again, and said, "Yes, it's beautiful." The store owner asked if she was getting married, or was someone else. Rebecca replied that she was engaged, and soon to marry. Together they stood there in silence, gazing upon the dress as it hung from the mannequin's body. It looked that it would fit her slim figure too. She asked about the price of it, and the store owner said she could have it as a gift as long as she wore it for her wedding. Rebecca was stunned. Seriously? No way! Seriously? The older woman simply nodded her head and gave her a piece of paper with the words, "Sold for 0 to this young lady," and the initials IC was signed at the bottom. Rebecca could barely contain her excitement, and turned to look again upon the dress. And when she looked back, the lady was gone. She looked around, but she wasn't in sight anywhere. She gathered the dress and took it and the note to the cashier. Upon presenting the note to her, the cashier turned pale white, as if seeing a ghost. Rebecca asked her if she was okay. "Who gave you this note?" the cashier asked. And Rebecca told her what had transpired, and described the older lady completely. The cashier, still standing there pale as a ghost, asked if the lady had told her the story of the dress. Rebecca said no, but that it wouldn't matter, as she wanted it regardless. She offered to pay whatever the cost if the note wasn't valid. The cashier said no charge, and wrapped the dress up in a white box with ribbon. Well, the following weeks went by, and her wedding day approached. She excitedly got dressed in the white wedding dress and white shoes. It was to be an evening wedding, and she and her maidens walked down the road the 2 blocks to the small chapel where the wedding was to take place. Her groom was inside with the priest, and all the crowds waited for her arrival. Her father was to meet her at the door, having gone ahead to make sure all was ready. As they walked down the street, a car came speeding down the road and veered at the last moment into the bride and her maidens. The bride was hit directly, thrown up into the air and plummeting down to the road, the car still speeding away. Someone yelled to call for help, but it would be too late. This dress would claim yet another victim, just like it claimed Isabel Chapman, who had also worn in and passed in an accident just like this one. It is said that sometimes you can see her walking the road at night, wearing the white wedding dress, on her way to be married.